When you're about to take on an ultra marathon, people often tell you that the key to success is high mileage. Work up to 100 miles a week, build your time on feet, and if you're not feeling completely fatigued, you're probably not training hard enough. But what if there's a better way? What if you could optimize your performance without destroying your body in the process? If you're new here, my name is Craig. I'm a strength and conditioning coach with over a decade of experience training general population, athletes, and military personnel to maximize their performance and minimize the risk of injury. Now, I'm putting my own methods to the test. For this ultra marathon, I'm taking a different approach. Focusing on energy system development, maintaining strength and muscle mass, utilizing plyometrics and eccentric overload, and reducing overall fatigue. My goal is to show you that you don't need to run 100-mile weeks to perform at your best. We're gonna do 14 miles on trail, so we'll take you along for that and keep you posted.
Yeah, so this one's 11 miles, 6 miles.
Okay, 5 miles in, taking a little break here for some water and carb. What I was thinking about and what I want this video to be about is my theory on training for this ultra marathon from the lens of someone that hasn't done one, or the average runner, not the elite runner. How I'm training for this and how I think most people can train for this. Because again, I keep seeing videos of people that train for 100 marathons through grinding out 100-mile weeks, 80 to 100-mile weeks, or we're building up to a 100-mile week leading up to the race. Because common logic would tell you that's the smart thing to do. If we have to run 100 miles, you should probably run 100 miles. But this is a common misconception in training for any sport or endeavor, is that or you have to simulate the event in your training. And that's just not the case. I use the analogy of an off-road vehicle. In the factory, it's built to withstand off-road elements. So they install shocks, they install good brakes, they install a high horsepower engine, they install 4-wheel drive. it's never actually been out on the course, out on the trails, but is prepared for the trails. Why can't we train logically in the gym, using strength training, using plyometrics, focusing on eccentric overload, and maintaining those strength and conditioning principles and apply them to an endurance sport and compete on race day? Another thing I thought about is, from my time training the military, is I would train people for Ranger School or selection for Special Forces. A lot of times they do what ultra distance runners want to do, is simulate the training they're going to experience in the school, so that they think, if I beat myself down in training, I'll be prepared for when they beat me down in the school. Going in with healthy body fat percentages, going in with a sound training plan, that you're not overtraining, you're not excessively fatiguing yourself, you're not going in with stress fractures, stuff like that, you're gonna have a better chance of success. And a lot of times, the soldiers that were most successful had more muscle mass, had larger frames, they were just more resilient. So we wanna build resiliency. That's how I'm training for this. And that's what I want to experiment with. And that's my hypothesis, is that we can keep minimal weekly mileage, 60 and under, maybe reaching a high of 60. And the first half of the training block, 8 weeks, probably being only around 30 to 40. But maintaining the intensity and the intelligent programming inside the gym. Getting to the trailhead, 12.2, 2 miles less than we thought, but it was a new trail, so it's fun. Good to get out on the trail. I think I'm gonna start going every other week, trail road, just to minimize the impact. I promised my videographer some sushi as a reward.
Yep.
So we're gonna go get sushi. Who's that? Where'd he come from?
I don't know.
That seems so close. Just finishing up, just shy of 12 and a half miles. All right, so yeah, just find balance in your training. I am erring on the side of less miles and preparing my body to be resilient for the impacts that it's gonna endure for the 100 miles. That's the beauty in all of this. There's different ways to train for the same outcome. So mine's just less impact, more efficient, more effective training. I think there's a better way
to train for this and share my process and share my thoughts and share my beliefs and hope that it helps someone else on the same journey.